I hate cowards and stupidity, and I hate stupid cowards and cowardly stupidity. In any event, this country, at least right now, my country, the United States of America, is just deluged, just crowded with cowards. There's no other way to say it. And when I say cowards, I'm talking specifically about the so called leadership in this country from the president on down, and specifically the what used to be the Republican Party, which is now the fascist party of America. Cowards. Why do I say they're cowards? Well, because they are members of a cult, and members of a cult, in addition to being mentally ill, mentally deranged, are cowards because they don't have the backbone, the spine, the guts to stand up to their cult leader, even if he's doing something that could kill them or their loved ones. They can't say no. And that is where we're at today with the formerly Republican Party, currently the fascist party of America. Doesn't matter what their cult leader, their leader, Donald Trump, says, what he tells them to do, they do it. They're just in lockstep with this maniac, this lunatic, Trump. And that's cowardice. They have forsaken whatever morals and ethics that they had before and have become abject cowards, in addition to traitors, because as part of their being cowards, they are betraying and disobeying their oaths to the U.S. Constitution. Again, it doesn't matter what Trump tells them to do. It doesn't matter how illegal, how immoral, how unethical, how downright stupid it is. His party, the, again, formerly Republican Party, does his bidding. It doesn't matter. They are destroying our democracy. There's no question about that. And today, why am I even saying this today? Well, there's been a few articles recently about another measles outbreak. I believe the original one a few months ago was in Texas. Well, it's worked this way all the way to Texas. And the most recent story that I read was about a measles outbreak in South Carolina. South Carolina. I'm just going to quote very briefly from an MSN story. South Carolina's measles outbreak is accelerating in the wake of Thanksgiving travel and a lack of vaccinations. Isn't that odd? An epidemiologist for the state's Department of Public Health warned on Wednesday after authorities traced a sizable outbreak to a church in the state's northwest. And as in the former pandemic, the COVID pandemic, it was churches that were responsible for a great number of the outbreaks because they refused to be told what to do. They refused to obey mask mandates and to get vaccinated. So the congregations of not all, but many churches in this nation were responsible for massive outbreaks and deaths during the COVID pandemic. And it looks as though it might happen again. Again, this is early stages. We have pretty much eradicated measles in this country, but now, thanks to our lunatic, delusional, nutcase health minister, if you will, Health and Human Services Secretary Robert F. Kennedy Jr., we're pretty much doing away with all vaccinations. Pretty soon, measles being one of them. Oh, you can still get them, but they're voluntary. Parents have a choice whether or not to allow their children to die a horrible, painful death and infect other children or not, or to get the vaccination. It was mandatory until very, very recently. So this has a combination of both cowards, those in elected offices for not standing up to this nutcase, both Kennedy and Trump, and stupidity for knowing the history, knowing what vaccinations have done for this nation, the tens of millions of children and adults who have been saved by vaccinations over the last 100 years. We're now reversing that, taking a step back in history to the bad old days where things like measles, polio, tetanus, diphtheria, on and on and on. Many of the diseases that were eradicated essentially are making a comeback. Isn't that special? So stupidity and cowardice. It's insane, but it's the world we live in, especially here in the United States of America. If you disagree and you think it's great to deny or to pull back on all of the mandatory vaccinations that have saved tens of millions of lives in this country, if you think that's just wonderful and you enjoy seeing diseases like measles make a comeback again, please comments. Let me know what you think about this. Let me know why you think I'm wrong with this. And I just don't understand the perspective of Robert F. Kennedy Jr. and the Make America Healthy Again and MAGA people. Just let me know. But until then, I'm going to continue to give you my take on things. So until then, please continue to check in, and please subscribe to this new channel. This is a brand new channel on YouTube, and I need your support. So until then, again, that's my take on things.